having him in my ear, it really, really helped me, especially throughout the treatment process and getting treatment and staying on top of that.
Your dad played for the Mavs. Did he talk to you a little bit about what's it like to play for them franchise?
I kind of remember a little bit. He It's little things here and there, but not much. I just remember me living in Plano, coming to the games. Don Nelson, he allowed some of the guys to have their kids, come on the road trip, and we went to Denver, watched them play the Nuggets that one time. So it's just little things I remember like that. Nothing too crazy, but no, he doesn't really talk about it as much.
How much benefit was it to be around the culture and with your dad, and it maybe what does it carry over to now, if it does at all?
As a just being a player son.
Right.
Oh yeah, it was some adversity, expectations, you have to live up to coming into this and growing up, and especially in middle school and high school and college. So it was something that I had to build tough, thick skin around, and with him being my father, my mom was a little bit more harder on me than him, so I tend to listen to her more because I don't know why, but it's just something about your mother, having that woman figure in your life, it pushes you a little bit more. So, but yeah, it just helped me throughout the whole entire process, just knowing what to do and what not to do on and off the floor, how to prepare yourself as a true pro, and all the little other things that come with like financial and all that stuff. So being smart with your money and being smart with everything else around you. So
You played with KP, obviously, in New York.
Mhm.
Can you tell us what can we expect from him this season?
A lot of people don't know, man. It's hard to have a 7'2", 7'3" guy that can move like this, and people don't understand. It is. I mean, people laugh and joke about the unicorn thing, but it is true. Like that, there's not like it's like you're playing with a creative player. You could throw the ball to him anywhere on the floor, and he's going to either score or have a presence, on the floor while you're out there. A rim protector, guy that could dribble the ball, push the ball up and down the floor, communicates out there on the floor, a vocal leader. Shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. Everybody knows that, and he put on some muscle. He put on a lot of muscle this offseason and while he was out. So all I remember him saying is that he's ready. He's been ready. He just had to hold out and make sure once everybody's all in one, we go all start getting rolling, get the ball rolling. So it was I'm happy that he's back.
Him and Luka, obviously, are the star duo. What do you see your role next to them? How do you fit in with those two?
I don't know. I think I just more so have seen. I just been watching a lot of. I always compare these guys, Steve and Dirk. Luka and KP are like probably the next generation of that. Luka being obviously a little bit more taller than Steve. But when those guys were playing with one another, Steve and Dirk, Finley was on the team, and he was a little bit older than those guys. So it was I feel like me, that would probably be my role. I've been watching a lot of film on how he played around those guys and how he was effective and how he impacted the game. So just moving forward, I'm gonna continue just watching film on him and getting ideas from the coaching staff and from KP and Luka what I can do to, be an effective guy on this team.
Yeah, Finley was like a 20-point scorer. His stats declined as those two rose.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the same thing as a possibility, or you adapt?
I know it's all about adaptation. At this point, adapting to your role, and I know I'm not going to be that guy in New York where I was last season, shooting the ball 15 to 20 times a game. I'm going to have to be more effective, more efficient, and I know that moving forward. So whatever I have to do on the floor, take the load off those guys, I'm going to be willing to do it.
Rick has talked about the lineup
look, it matters. Like if an NBA player says it doesn't matter, like that's it matters, you know. But at the same time, you have to pick and choose your battles. You know, it's whatever the coach has the last say, and you just have to roll with it. And you have to stick with it. And me as a ball player, you know, I came off the bench. I started in this league, and for me, I was effective in both scenarios. So at the end of the day, whatever Coach Carlisle wants to do, he's going to do it, and we're going to have to roll with it, and we're going to have to trust him. You know, this is a team. It's not about yourself at the end of the day. It's about the team, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm behind it 110%, and I'm willing to do whatever I have to do. You know, to get the job done.
We're talking about the importance of team culture. How do you feel this team's culture is, like, how well you guys match as a unit and fit together, just as personality-wise and locker room?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of new guys. You know, we're starting to. You're starting to see identity being built around, you know, these two guys and KP and Luka, and for the team, you know, it starts with those two guys. So we have to do whatever we can to help them out and correspond to them. They got to do the same for us. So at the end of the day, I think, you know, moving forward, we still have to try to treat this thing as we don't know each other, and we're trying to get to know each other, even though we've been around each other for months, you know, just so it can, psychologically speaking, it could improve it even more, you know, get us over that hump even more when we're facing adversity or when we have ups and downs, you know. People know when to choose to when and where and how to push each other's buttons. And I think that's what training camp is all about going into this week. So I'll probably have a better answer for you after training camp is done.
Speaking of chemistry, could you talk about the kind of personality that Boban brings to it?
This guy Boban, I mean, he's funny. He's a funny cat, but, you know, he's serious, man. He's serious about his work. He's serious about his job. And this guy, you know, he has a nice touch around the rim, can shoot threes. You know, he's a big presence out there on the floor. But yeah, Boban, man, he's funny. He's gonna keep that locker room jumping. I'm excited. I'm happy just to have him on my team. My dad coached him when he was in Detroit, so he told me that you're gonna have a guy that's gonna uplift that locker room, whether you guys are having ups and downs. You know, he's gonna put a smile on your face. So I'm very looking forward to it.
The West is always tough. There was a lot of moves made in the offseason.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like with the team you have assembled that you guys are a playoff team?
Yeah, I feel like that. We are definitely a playoff team, and I'm not going to think otherwise. You know, you can't put doubt in your team at all. We have, as long as we are together all year, and then when adversity hits, we can overcome that very, very quickly and get past it and win the games that you're supposed to win. Yes, I feel like we can make the playoffs, and we'll be a playoff team moving forward.
What was the story behind you making it three-pointers? I was watching the video the other night about you.
It was, well, that just comes with me, you know, in middle school, me and my dad used to play horse in the backyard all the time, and he'll get me with bank shots from the three-point line, college three, all the time. And I was just tired of losing, so I just kept practicing it. And I mean, I do it in the game here and there, but we have to be up by a lot, I guess. But yeah, it's just all from middle school, man. Middle school and high school, playing horse with my dad and his buddies and hating to lose. You know, that's where it comes from.
How old were you when you really started beating them consistently?
I would say like sophomore, junior year of high school. Yeah.
With your dad, does he ever look at the paychecks these days and say, man, I'm around 20 years too early?
Yeah, he does, but he said he's the first person to say don't even look at that. You know, it's a different generation now. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's a hard thing to look at, but, you know, at the same time,
Family business.
it's a family business, yes. Scratch my back and scratch your back, Dad. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, just a couple more questions.
As if y'all have any more. Y'all good?
What are you looking forward to most?
You said what now?
What are you looking forward to most this season?
Just staying healthy, man, and just finishing the season. You know, it was a hard thing to go through, not playing the last 10 or so odd games. You know, it's just not me. I like to go out and battle with my guys, whether I'm hurt or not. It was just at this point, I was playing on it for a whole year. After I sat out those 20 games, my first year back in New York, and just constantly favoring it, and it just got to a point where I was tired of it, and I had to take it. I had to be selfish at that point, you know, for my career, you know, and on top of that, to be able to help those guys out moving forward, and not hiding it, you know. So that's just my expectations for myself this year. Before as a team, we got to make the playoffs. That's the thing. Make the playoffs, make a huge jump this season, and like I said, we're going to face adversity and ups and downs, but we got to overcome it.
What specifically did the injury impact when you were on the court?
Just, a lot of times I couldn't even jump off my left leg to dunk. You know, in Atlanta and my first year in New York, you could see that, but after that, it was just a decline in that, pushing off left, playing defense. I only jumped off with 2 feet a lot of the times after that injury. It was just hard. You know, it's in your shin, your muscles around it, and your calf. You know, it's hard to build when there's an injury like that. So everything is favoring that leg and favoring that areas, and it's just hard to you know, have control over that. You can't control it.
You feel good now?
Huh?
You feel good now?
I feel great. Excellent. Good? Thank you all. Appreciate it, man.